Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to episode 1 of the monthly report in 2023. I used to do this show on my podcast where I track the performance of my social media, my website, my art business. And I've stopped doing it on the podcast because I've stopped making the podcast because I've been a lazy git. But we're back in YouTube format, and this is the first monthly report video version you've ever seen because it's the first one that's ever been made. Let me go ahead and share my screen and let's dive in to this month's data. I'm going to share a tab. I'm going to share this tab. Here we go. So I've obscured the data to build some suspense and get people's juices flowing. But I will say overall, should have calculated this before I started recording, but it's somewhere in the region of like 500,000 views, I would say, for the month of January. Starting with TikTok. Let me delete the first photograph of a painting and reveal the numbers. So in January on TikTok, posted 49 times. This ultimately, I think, is the best metric for anyone who's trying to grow on social media to keep track of. All the other things that go down to, you know, how the algorithm likes your content, like the volume of views you get, the volume of all these different metrics that you get, how much engagement you get, all of those things, somewhat out of your control. Obviously, you can optimize for them. You can make content that's engaging and that's likely to drive people to view for longer, all of those things, and they're likely to drive positive results for you. However, the one thing that you have 100% certain control of is the volume of creative that you're putting out into the platform every month. So I would consider January, for one reason alone, a huge win for me, because 49 posts, that's 308% more than the 12 I did in December of 2022. And that means the thing that I can control, I was actively controlling. I was churning out content. I've set a high bar, I would say, for the months to come. 49 is quite a lot of pieces of content. That's obviously, I guess, 1.5 a day or something in that region. But anyway, 300% growth month over month in terms of posts. So we're buzzing about that. That translated into some really strong views, just over 100,000, 102,000 views on the platform this month, which actually is down 30% month over month, because in December I had a couple of videos that were just me doing a green screen video over a picture of Jake Paul, pretending like he DM'd me back because I sent him a DM trying to start a fight with him. He was too scared, so we ignored it. But those videos between them got around 100,000, and then there was a bunch of other posts that got some views as well. So ultimately seeing views down month over month, but considering it without any videos going really viral or popping off, I think getting 100,000 views, that's about 2,000 views a video, is unbelievably sick. Also just goes to show, like, 2,000 views a video, a lot of people probably would say, well, that's not that many views, you know, like, not super happy to be getting 2,000. And to be honest, I need to remind myself, because sometimes when it's a week and I've had a bunch of videos, they've gotten 500, 600, 1,000, 2,000 views, I'm like, ugh, putting out all this content and not really seeing the returns, and it can be kind of stressful and annoying. But those things really add up. 2,000, 1,500 views, all those videos add up a lot. And as you can see from just 50 videos, none of which were like crazy viral this month, 102,000 views. So again, pumped about that. Like, it's hard. I'm compared to last year, I've been getting myself down as well, because this time last year I had my most viewed video ever I've done on TikTok in January of last year, that got nearly 7 million views. So obviously this is down quite a lot year over year, but that is not something to be disappointed about. 100,000 views in 1 month on one platform is bonkers, and I'm pumped about it. Profile visits is down loads, and I'm not really sure what the driving force behind that is. But down 85%. I think it was probably because that Jake Paul video again. When you have a video that goes viral, especially to potentially new audiences, more people are seeing you for the first time, and so more people are sort of intrigued to click through to your profile. And so not necessarily surprising to see that down, and still seeing nearly 2,000 people clicking through to visit the profile is, I would say, a positive sign of engagement. 4,235 likes, that's down 14%, again, comparative to that video that went quite viral last month. Comments 268, that's up 98%. That I think is a really positive signal, that we're seeing comments go up. That means I think the content's potentially slightly more engaging and piquing people's interest and causing them to take that action. Shares, that's not a word. Let's change that J to a H, because it's shares. We've had 184 shares this month. That's up 59% month over month. This, I think, is a really crucial metric, so really happy to see that going up quite a lot, because I think the more that you can create content that people share, the more your likelihood of going viral. All my posts on platforms that have gotten, you know, in the hundreds of thousands, in the millions of views, one of the key themes that's consistent across all of those is that there's a significant volume of people sharing those posts. And so seeing that up 60% month over month is really positive. Again, I think it's just a sign that the content is sort of doing what I want it to do. 23,244 followers as of recently on TikTok, which again, crazy to note, thinking back to the at least a year I spent creating content where I fluctuated somewhere between 90 and 98 followers for pretty much like 6 months, if not a full year, of posting like pretty consistently quite a decent volume of content every week, every month. So just taking a moment right now to be grateful with you all for those followers. Creator fund down 32% month over month. A very underwhelming £1.59 paid out from the creator fund from TikTok. So if you're wondering how much you get paid for 100,000 views, it's not much. It's £1.59, which is pretty trash. Onto Facebook. Facebook is the huge standout winner of the month. Only 15 posts on Facebook this month, but reaching 408,000 people, nearly 409,000 people, which again, that is bonkers, which gets us actually just between TikTok and Facebook, we're over the 500,000 mark, which is insane. That's 470% increased month over month because it was off a very low base. Engagement, 273,000 engagements, 219 new followers. And this one I think is a really positive number, 153,000, nearly 154,000 1-minute video views. And that means people have been actually watching the content and really sticking with it and watching it through to the end of some of the longer videos, which is really positive to note. And I think obviously the more that you can get people viewing sustained amounts of your content and really driving longer views, the more that those algorithms are going to push your content out, because the more time people spend consuming your content, the stronger a signal that is to the algorithm to promote it out to further people, because ultimately these apps are really looking for stuff that draws people's attention, captures it, and can sustain that attention for a longer period of time. And so seeing that 150,000 1-minute video views is something I'm super pleased with and really excited to see if it continues. Overall, seeing Facebook Reels as ultimately, I think, potentially the best organic reach driver I'm seeing at the moment. Obviously, TikTok, to some extent, Instagram Reels as well, are still really strong and powerful reach drivers. YouTube Shorts, which I need to start getting into, and I will soon, is another area that I think potentially has that viral potential. But from what I'm posting a number of videos, kind of the same video across different platforms, and still seeing certain videos get way more views on TikTok versus other platforms, certain videos getting way more views on Instagram than other platforms. But overall, video to video, seeing Facebook really be the strongest performer consistently per video. So if you are creating, short form content that's vertical video, so like TikTok, Instagram Reels, and you're not currently reposting those on Facebook Reels, I think you're missing a big trick. It's a really big missed opportunity. And obviously my intention moving forward is to actually just try and up those numbers on Facebook Reels. So you can see 15 posts on Facebook Reels versus 49 posts on TikTok. Significantly less videos I posted. I didn't post all the videos I was posting onto Facebook. But moving forward, I plan to definitely start to do that. Kind of standoffish about it in a way, because as you'll see here, £0 for the creator fund. And that means I earn no money. But basically, you have to have over 1,000 followers for over 60 days before you qualify for the creator fund. I think I actually had like 1,000 followers, but I switched my account over to be a creator account on Facebook only recently. So I'm still sort of counting up that 60 days of track record before I can qualify for the creator fund. And so part of me has kind of been a bit reserved with how much I'm posting, just taking along, waiting until I get that ultimate sign off and to get access to that creator fund, because I've heard really good things about Facebook's creator fund. I think for 100,000 views on Facebook, I'm hopeful you'll get more than £1.59. And so I'm fingers crossed, hopeful that, to be honest, I think it may be all of February that I'm not part of that creator fund too, but fingers crossed, come the monthly report in 2 months' time when we're talking about March performance, hopefully we see a nice, juicy, fat sum of money there that's gone into my bank account, and we're all very happy about it, especially me. I'm sure you'll be happy for me, though, because you're all very lovely, kind, legendary people. That's Facebook. If you're not on Facebook currently and you're trying to grow your presence on social media, what are you even doing? Get on there and post 17 reels tonight, or I'll slap you around the place. Oh, and actually, that was a threat of physical violence, which I didn't mean, and I apologize immediately. Let's remove another picture of a painting onto Instagram. 83 posts on Instagram this month. Now, that's an amalgamation. I think 56 of those were story posts, so not necessarily the highest friction or highest production value posts, but still posted 83 times overall, which is a strong number. Don't have anything to compare it to because I wasn't tracking that. Same, obviously, for Facebook up here. But moving forward, the plan is that next month's numbers go in here and we look at the month-over-month comparisons. I think it's going to be pretty tough to beat the month-over-month for Facebook. Honestly, potentially for Instagram too. Hopefully for some of TikTok, we can see some positives. And for the website, definitely, hopefully see some positives. So Instagram, from those 83 posts, we reached 29,700 accounts, which is up nearly 1,500%, which I think is pretty wild. I just got a beep on my computer. What does that mean? I don't know. I'll just stop thinking about it. I don't want to get distracted. Are you still there? Stay in the call. Oh, it's trying to kick me out of the call, which I'm trying to record this video on. Thankfully, I did go and check the tab because I'm still in the call. Anyway, sorry for that sidetracked digression. The point is 29,700 accounts reached. That's up 1,500% month over month. All driven by one video. Actually, a video of this painting that's photographed here, which is actually warped at the moment because it's fucking out of whack. But yeah, that's the painting. There's a video about it on my TikTok. Sorry, on my Instagram. It reached like 20. It was crazy. It went to like 0 to 21,000 views in the space of about 3 hours. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to go mega viral here. This is so exciting. And then it just completely died. It's on like 23,000 views now or something. But that's the lion's share of where these views are coming is from that one post. That's honestly the most reach I've gotten on an Instagram reel in quite a while. And kind of gave me hope as well, renewed hope that makes me realize, there is, I think, still some viral potential on Instagram Reels. So don't be sleeping on that one either. Just over 1,000 accounts engaged. Again, big increase, largely, I think, driven by that one post going viral, up nearly 450%. And then followers up 1%. We want to be seeing a bit bigger of a growth, but ultimately seeing all the numbers on Instagram in the green, positive to note. And let's keep those trends upwards going next month. Next up is the website. So 193 sessions, which is up 50% month over month. I did test spend 10 or 15 pounds this month on ads on Instagram driving website traffic. So I'd say a large portion of that 50% increase is driven through running some paid advertising on Instagram, just boosting, literally just boosted one post and linked through to a landing page with that painting on it, which you can all do through the app. Just click boost post if you have a creator account on Instagram. 2 sessions added to cart, which is up 34% month over month. 1 session reached checkout and 0 sessions converted, meaning we had 0 sales in January, which ultimately means in some ways it was kind of a failure of a month, because if we're trying to build a realistic and sustainable and viable business, then this is the ultimate number that we need to be moving the needle on. We need to be driving conversions. Didn't drive any conversions this month. But I can report a little teaser of next month's monthly report that we have already had 1 sale in the month of February. And so fingers crossed, that's the first of many. And we've got a bigger number here to report. I mean, I can guarantee it's already going to be bigger than 0, if that's possible, because 0 doesn't have any size in some sense. But you know what I'm saying? That is January's performance. I'm going to stop sharing my screen now and come back to the main call. If you have any questions, leave a comment. I'd love to hear. Make sure you're following. We're going to be sharing more. I am anyway going to be sharing more monthly reports on a monthly basis, but I'm also going to start creating some more just normal YouTube videos about the process of my journey growing an art business into one of the most significant art businesses of our age, becoming one of the most revered and spoken about and well-respected artists of our day. I can't wait to take you on the journey with me. I can't wait to get to that point, but it's going to be a fun journey to get there, and I'm excited to share it with you. Don't forget to, like I said, subscribe, like the video, leave a comment, let me know what else you'd like me to talk about on this channel, and do something nice for somebody else today, because life's too short to just be an asshole. It's nice to be nice. I'll see you next month for another episode of the monthly report, but tune in very soon on this channel for some more art-related videos. And have a great day.